What's going on, YouTube? Smashing Pumpkin here, coming at you guys with another segment with Platinum Stardust. This is Clash of the Formats. This is going to be 2010 X-Sabers versus modern Madolche using hand traps and artifacts and hands like a little bitch, because those cards all kind of fuck up what I'm trying to do. So that sucks. Anyway, I end up going for Giant Trunade. And I make a bad play here. I shouldn't have gone Rescue Cat. I should have gone to double Airbellum and tried to rip out cards in his hand and mind control, stuff like that. And then been such a much more happy camper. But I don't do that, and I kind of pay for it a lot here. And he ends up setting a bunch of cards into his back row. Again, even though I know what most of them are, it kind of sucks because there is a Sanctum down there. And if that Sanctum resolves, I'm kind of boned. So I flip up his Fire Hand and I go into Airbellum. And he's fine with that. He takes the 22. And then I attack in for 23. And then he activates his Sanctum and blows up my Airbellum. And I'm just kind of confused about that. But I don't know. I don't know what Frankie was doing for most of this game. It was kind of confusing to me. I make a bad play here, though. I trap stun and forget about his compulse. So the game ends up taking a lot longer than it really should have. But that's kind of whatever. I'm kind of gridlocked here. I try to get through some of his back row. And I considered Tribute Summoning for that Gores so hard. You have no idea. It was so real. But anyway, we're just playing the set and pass game, and eventually I draw into a second full troll, and then I try to push through with it, and I make a Brionac bounce this monster and attack in for damage. So that is how that kind of goes. I really wasn't going to upload this game, mainly because I misplay so much, because I forget a lot of Dark Soul searches. I make a lot of really bad plays because I'm not really too familiar with X-Sabers, but I guess it's just familiar enough to beat a player that is playing hand traps and hands and artifacts against the stupid X-Saber deck. But anyway, he goes Majesty's Fiend here, and that kind of screws over my Dark Souls effect from going off. So that kind of blows. I take the 24 like the little bitch that I am, and then I try and summon Dark Soul and Torrential. It goes through, and then in the end phase I get to search out Dark Soul, use Dark Soul search and get a full troll. He summons Angeli, goes Hoot Cake, and then special summons the Messengelato, and he doesn't attack, and I never understand why, like what exactly he's afraid of, but it doesn't really matter to me at all. Like, he's doing stuff and searching things. So I go Gamzee Call here and special summon, and he max C's. So I don't know why I'm, like, still going off, but I am, because I'm greedy. And I end up popping a Sanctum, and I kind of lose really badly here in this exchange. So I really should have gotten OTK'd here, but I don't, and I don't understand why. Like, he has so much damage. I'm at like 5,600 and I should be dead, but instead he lets me live. And so somehow I'm not dead, and you know, that's pretty cool. So I get a chance to come back here, and wouldn't you know, he just has the complete outs to what I'm going to try to do. What I'm basically, the attempt is to Black Rose. So that was meant to draw out a Warning or a Blackhorn, and it didn't. And he had a Fiendish Chain, so it didn't really matter. So in any case, I go Gold Sark here. I look for my Rescue Rabbit because it's how I'm going to go off. I have a trap stun, so I am able to go off with it. So that's my kind of rhetoric behind making that decision. In any case, he summons a Fire Hand, attacks in for 16. I'm fine with that. And then he sets a whole bunch of back row, and I'm just like, I could just kind of, Black Rose him, and then that would be fun. So I end up trying to do that. He ends up activating Sanctum. I trap stun, and he's pretty salty about it. And then I go for the Black Rose. He opts not to Chalice here, I guess to take less damage. But I don't know, I probably would have Chaliced, to be honest. But maybe he just didn't value his Torrential or his Bottomless that highly. I don't know. In any case, I summon Sangan and attack in, and that's pretty decent. He then ends up just... What does he end up doing here? He just draws and passes. I drop my Rescue Rabbit, and then he drops his Maxi. I get double Airbellum to kick out both the cards in his hand, which kind of sucks to be him at that point. And then he ends... Well, I end up making a Hunley and popping his back row, which I think was actually illegal because Sangan is not an X-Saber monster. So that was my bad, but in any case. He attacks in for 21. He can't say anything because of Cold Wave, and I just kind of win. So it's kind of a horrible way to end up winning a game, but all's fair in love and war, and apparently in Clash of the Formats. Check out the next segment on Platinum Stardust channel. Link is going to be in the description, and I will see you guys later. Smashing Pumpkin signing out. Peace.